Change of captain. Now I have Tony at the helm. We're cruising along. This is our little wheelhouse control panel. This is our fuel gauge. We're 3/4 full. That should get us through hopefully this season, because of course Mr. Trump has had a hissy fit and caused prices to increase, so we're hoping we don't have to fill up again. Our little radio, VHF, which Tony had to do his VHF license for. We will need that when we go out onto the Rhine later this year. This is our SIMRAD that tells us where we are. It's not very good, but anyway, it tells you our speed. We're going 6.2 kilometres, so whizzing along. Our instrument panels and everything else, all the other stuff that's on there. What's that? Oh, that's the depth. 16.7 metres deep here. Oh, feet. Oh, there you go. The rudder angle, we're right on centre, even though we're going around the corner. And thrusters, which we try not to use too much because that's novice behaviour, but sometimes you have to use them and it's quite good. And Tony's just pointing, there's other stuff there too. These are like our little map book. These are our what we call marriage savers, so we can talk to each other at the ends of the boat. This is our map that we're following along today. So we have the old school paper maps, and then we have apps like this Watergarten. We also have a Navi map, which is from the VNF that we pay our registration to. And we also use another one called Maps ME. So we have a couple we're testing this year to see which one's the best. This Watergarten seems to be a good one. The only problem is on the iPad, it doesn't pick up our GPS location, so it's still showing us back in St. Jean, although we're actually, we are now up here somewhere, about here. So we're heading to a place today called Mantoche, which will take us about 4 hours to get there. I think it's only about 30 kilometres away. Our total trip we're heading on this time is, we'll cross a different book. We're heading up to Nancy. That is a total of 298 kilometres. And if we just went straight there without stopping and having a look around at places, that would take us 3 days and 3 hours to complete. We're going to do it over about 2 weeks and just stop in a few places. This is the little Saône that we're on at the moment. Although it's picturesque here, not a lot of villages or towns along this that are really worthwhile stopping and seeing. But it's nice scenery. Big advantage is for our first journey, it's also pretty quiet. So as you can see, we have traffic behind us who are catching up quite quickly, clearly doing faster than we are. But it is a quiet waterway, so it's good practice for us. And we don't have the pressure of traffic. Not as many locks as the one to Dijon, so we don't get as much practice in locks, but we will be going through tunnels on this
one. Bonjour!
Day 2, we've just set off from
La Marche-Sanseur.
La Marche-Sanseur, and we're heading today towards Mantoche, which is near Gray. It's taken us a day to go 28 kilometres.
Slow travel.
We are heading all the way up to Nancy, which is 298 kilometres. The VNF app tells us that will take 4 days and 10 hours. No bloody way. So it's taken us a day to do 30 kilometres. It's probably going to take us 10. It's just that. And so we're just travelling along now. Gorgeous scenery. Not a lot along here yet until we get a little closer to the area of Nancy and off the little Saône onto the canal
de
Vosges. And then there'll be a little bit more, I suppose, going on. But it is really pretty. It's spring, so there's birds and everything. The scenery is great. We arrived in Mantoche after travelling just over 5 hours and another 28 kilometres. The mooring in Mantoche was beautiful, right near the Mairie or town hall. You couldn't go in and visit the building, but really nice. The next morning we rode our bikes along the towpath to Gray, where there is definitely evidence of what was once a beautiful town on a hill overlooking the Saône. The coloured rooftop tiles of the Mairie are typical of the Burgundy region. We stayed 2 nights in Mantoche before we were heading on to the next part of our journey.